You don't need more time. You need more courage. Let's get that straight right now. You're not stuck because the world is unfair. You're stuck because you've made peace with being comfortable. You've made an unconscious agreement with mediocrity. Somewhere along the line, you stopped fighting. You started choosing easy over right. And now you're sitting in a life you don't even recognize. But you call it normal because you've lived in it for so long. It's not that you can't change. It's that you haven't decided to. You wake up every day with a chance to rewrite the script, and every day you hit snooze on your alarm, on your potential, on your responsibilities. You feel it, don't you? That quiet pull at the edge of your mind telling you that you're made for more. That voice that shows up at 2 a.m. when the noise of the world dies down and your excuses can't talk over it. You know what I'm talking about. That voice doesn't lie to you. It doesn't coddle you. It tells the truth. And here it is. You're wasting time. You say you want a different life, but you're not willing to live differently. You want the body, the money, the mindset, the discipline. But you don't want the process. You want results without the reps. And that's where most people lose. Because they think change is about motivation. It's not. It's about confrontation. You have to confront the part of you that's been getting in the way. The lazy you, the scared you, the distracted you. That version of yourself is loud, comfortable, and persuasive. And every time you listen to it, you go another day without becoming who you're supposed to be. Let me break it to you. No one is coming to save you. No mentor, no friend, no viral video. You are the rescue plan. You are the problem and the solution. And until you accept that, you'll keep spinning in circles, calling it progress because you're tired, not because you've moved forward. The truth is, effort doesn't equal growth. Only directional effort does. You can be busy all day and still be in the same place. Some people mistake exhaustion for evolution, but you know better now. 90 days. That's all it takes. You can rewrite the entire story in 90 days. That's not a slogan. That's a fact. 3 months of radical discipline will change your body, your mind, your habits, your focus. But it won't happen by accident. You don't stumble into a better life. You build it. One decision, one painful rep, one quiet morning of doing the work when no one's watching. And that starts now. Because if not now, when? If not this version of you, then who? Another you that magically appears with more energy, more drive, more willpower? That version doesn't exist. Only this one does. The one listening right now. The one who's been carrying regret like luggage and calling it part of the journey. The one who knows damn well that they've been coasting, drifting, sleepwalking through opportunities that could have changed everything. So, let this be the line in the sand. The moment you stop asking for signs and start becoming the one who creates them, this is the call. This is the push. This is the mirror you've been avoiding. And it's not here to tear you down. It's here to remind you who the hell you are when you stop making excuses. You've got 90 days, not to be perfect, not to be fearless, but to finally be serious. Because the life you want isn't on the other side of luck. It's on the other side of discipline. And that door doesn't open itself. This is the part no one posts about. The part you don't see in highlight reels or edited montages. The part between the decision and the results. The in-between. The war zone. Because once you commit, once you say, I'm in, the real work doesn't feel like inspiration. It feels like resistance. It feels like dragging yourself out of bed when the voice in your head is whispering all the reasons to sleep in. It feels like lifting weights with shaking arms, showing up on days when nothing in you wants to, eating the same clean food when no one's watching and nothing's changing. Yet. See, this is where most people quit. Not because they can't do the work, but because they can't wait for the reward. They don't know how to suffer without proof. They want confirmation after 3 days that they're on the right path. They want the mirror to show change before the mind is changed. But that's not how this works. The first 30 days, they're about silence. You'll work in silence. Grow in silence. Doubt yourself in silence. There's no applause, no cheering section, just you and the echo of your own effort. And that's exactly how it should be. Because these days aren't about results. They're about identity. You're not just building habits. You're destroying patterns. You're breaking cycles that have ruled you for years. Laziness, procrastination, emotional eating, overthinking, scrolling your ambition to death. You're declaring war on every part of yourself that has kept you average. And war isn't romantic. It's bloody. It's painful. It's repetitive. You wake up, do the work, go to bed. Wake up, do the work, go to bed. And some days it feels like nothing is changing. But it is. Every time you say no to the old you get stronger. Every time you show up tired, annoyed, uninspired, and still get it done, you gain power. Not the kind you see right away. The kind that's built deep under the surface. Quiet power. The kind that won't shake when life does. Then you hit day 45, and something shifts. You stop negotiating with yourself. It's no longer a debate. You don't need motivation. It's just who you are now. You're the one who gets it done. You're the one who shows up. You've earned that identity, not by talking about it, but by becoming it. You don't need hype. You've got standards. You don't need goals on your wall. You've got non-negotiables in your blood, and that's where the shift becomes permanent. But don't get it twisted. Even then, it's still war. There will still be days that try to break you. Days when your mind screams for a break, for comfort, for the old patterns. But the difference now is, you don't listen. You don't flinch. Because you've buried the version of you that made excuses. You've proven to yourself, day after day, that pain is temporary and quitting is forever. That's not motivation. That's muscle memory. That's a nervous system built through fire. By day 60, your body is different. Your energy is sharper. Your decisions are faster. You move with purpose. And people start to notice. But that's not why you started. And that's not why you'll keep going. Because now, it's not about attention. It's about self-respect. It's about waking up and knowing you did what you said you would. You kept the promise when no one else would have blamed you for breaking it. And now, the final stretch is coming. The last 30 days. The most important part. Not because it gets harder, but because now, you're playing to win. You're not escaping your past anymore. You're building your future. And that future? It's built on discipline, forged in suffering, and backed by 60 days of pain that didn't kill you. It made you real. 90 days. That's all it took to remember who you are. Not to become someone new, but to strip away everything that was never really you. The doubt, the hesitation, the excuses. They weren't yours to begin with. You were just carrying them because it was easier than facing the truth. You've had this power the whole time. Now, you don't wake up and wonder if you'll follow through. You just do. You don't ask yourself if you're in the mood. Mood doesn't matter. Discipline showed up, and it brought results with it. The kind of results you don't have to chase anymore, because they chase you. Confidence, energy, clarity, Not because life magically got better, but because you did. And here's the wild thing. No one really sees the price you paid. They see the muscle, not the mornings you dragged yourself out of bed when your body begged for rest. They see the mindset, not the battles you fought in silence. They see the glow up, not the grind. But that's fine, because this wasn't for them anyway. It was never about proving anyone wrong. It was about proving yourself right. Proving that the version of you who said, "I'm done being average," wasn't bluffing. But now comes the part that separates the few from the many. Because most people, they get a taste of success, and they relax. They slow down. They celebrate early, and then they fall right back into the hole they crawled out of. But not you. You've seen the other side now. You know what it feels like to keep a promise to yourself. You know what it means to choose discomfort in the name of growth. And more importantly, you know how dangerous it is to forget. Because the old you, the one who quit, they're still in there, waiting for you to slip, waiting for the discipline to fade, waiting for a moment of weakness to crawl back in and reclaim the throne. That's why the work never ends. Not because you're broken, but because you're built for more. You're not just maintaining now, you're expanding, pushing the standard higher. Every workout, every early morning, every decision to say no when it would have been easy to say yes. It's stacking, building a life that can't be shaken. You've become the type of person who doesn't need hype to grind. You don't need motivation, because your mission became your lifestyle. You don't rise and fall with your emotions. You show up regardless, and that makes you dangerous in the best possible way. This is the aftermath of discipline, a life that reflects effort, a body that reflects consistency, a mindset that doesn't break under pressure. This is the reward, not trophies, not applause, not social media clout, just peace. Peace in knowing you did the work. Peace in knowing you didn't take shortcuts. Peace in knowing you became everything you said you would. And more. And now, the question isn't, what's next? The question is, what else am I capable of? Because if this is what 90 days can do, imagine what a year would look like.